Yeah, when the Nintendo Switch came out, I was like super duper invested and like super really just locked into watching Captain Nintendo Dude, aka CND, aka Alex. I watched I was like keeping up with his he did like a vlog series where he waited to be first in line for the Nintendo Switch for like I think it was a month, right? I think it was like a month. So he waited in line for a whole month just to be the first person at the Nintendo store in New York to get a Switch. And yeah, I was like super duper, every day I would watch the latest video of his. So we can like, I don't know, we can go back and we can relive the memories. Because this was crazy. This was a really crazy time. And I was thinking about how like, because yeah, I feel like looking back at it, I want to make a whole YouTube video where I go through like I'm gonna call it like the road to Nintendo Switch, where I go through like, everything that led up to the Switch. And I was going through my old videos and it was like, it was actually really easy for me to get a Switch pre-order. Like the day that the pre-orders went live, it was after the whole Nintendo Switch presentation in January. Alright,
sounds good, sounds good.
And then, sorry, I'm like, now I'm like trying to watch this video, but yeah, like literally when the day the pre-orders went live, I just went to my local GameStop and then just said, hey, can I pre-order the Switch? And they said, yeah. And it was like super easy. So I think, well, yeah, because I was thinking like, so why was it so easy to get pre-orders back then? I think during that time, I think a lot of people just weren't super interested in the Switch. R.I.P. Etika. Joy-Con boys.
But listen, Jacob, I can't stop moving. So you see how
yeah, I think when the Switch, like the pre-orders went live, it was like a lot of people didn't really care about the Switch because, after the Wii U, it's like who would care about Nintendo at that point? But I feel like now with Switch 2, we all know how good Switch was. Like it's Doug Bowser.
All right, who's ready to get their hands on a Switch?
Yeah, now that everybody, knows about Switch, we all love Switch after Animal Crossing and stuff. It's like, I feel like now Switch 2 is probably going to be a lot harder to get pre-orders for. But yeah, at the time it was like oddly very easy for me to get a Switch pre-order. Yeah. We can go back and look through all of this. So crazy. I can't believe this was like 8 years ago. A whole 8 years ago. Look, it's Krista from Kit and Krista fame.
Oh my god.
Right over here. All right, guys, we got Alex here.
Man, I can't imagine like being him in this moment. Because yeah, I was watching some videos too about this and how I think at the time of this happening, he was like 19 years old. So now I'm like thinking back to like being 19 years old and imagining doing this. Wow. Dude, look how many cameras are filming him. That's wild. I'm getting like goosebumps. But yeah, I can't, because I remember I started watching him. I started watching Captain Nintendo Dude like a little bit before he actually did this, which was really crazy. Imagine Doug Bowser picking up your camera. That's so funny. Man. I can't imagine Doug Bowser filming you with your own camera. That's so funny. But yeah.
I love you all.
I'm so excited. I like stuff like this gets me so excited for Switch 2. Um, gosh, I'm so excited. What else? I'm trying to think like because I feel like yeah, at least for me, like this was all like the lead up to Switch was for me was just watching these daily videos. I remember at the time I was a freshman in college and like so on my days off from college I would just like sit at home, you know, put these videos on the TV and like watch them while I ate lunch or something. So cool. Really takes me back. So I'm excited for Switch 2. I hear there's a new guy who I don't know the name of off the top of my head, but there's a new guy also doing the same thing. I think he's actually waiting 2 months now. There's a guy waiting 2 months outside of the Nintendo store for the Switch 2. So that's pretty crazy. I'm really hoping that the Best Buy or whatever, or the GameStop in my area does a midnight launch. That would be so exciting. But yeah, so just looking back on old memories, I'm excited for Switch 2.